2021 alone, an estimated $14 billion worth of cryptocurrency was lost to crypto scams. Now, since the inception of time to this moment, there has been an alarming increase in the number of scams lately. So I decided to make this video to educate you on how to avoid Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes. So with that, I'm using this moment to welcome you to another interesting episode of Tech Videos from TechBite. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Now, in case you don't know, Ponzi Schemes was actually named after the father of all scammers, Charles Ponzi. Yeah, it's in the name. So Charles Ponzi actually duped investors in the 1920s with a postage stamp scheme running to about $7 million as of the 1920s when he was arrested. Now, in case you're asking, what exactly is a Ponzi scheme? Ponzi scheme is an investment fraud that pays prospective or existing investors with funds collected from new investors. So basically here, there is no value, there is no business, there's nothing, there's no goods, there's no products, there's no service that we are selling. We are only just using one person's payments to pay another person. Basically, that's just what Ponzi scheme is all about. Now, Ponzi scheme organizers often promise to invest your money and generate high returns with little or no risk. But that's not the case in many Ponzi schemes. The fraudsters do not invest this money. Instead, they use it to pay those who invested earlier and may keep some for themselves. In fact, most times they keep a large sum for themselves. So you should know that there are lots of people on the internet who are actually looking to illegally obtain your money through deceptive manners. They come in all sorts of forms, just to get your money, just to get you invest in that particular business. There's what we call fear of missing out. They tell you, invest, something, and in a few days you collect 30%, you collect 50%, you collect 100% payments, and I've already cashed out and this and that. They give you all those street words just for you to invest your cash. No, now that the world is even turning to crypto, scammers are found, if they find it even easier to bring up scam crypto projects and different means to defraud people. Now, with little or no legitimate earnings, Ponzi schemes require a constant flow of new money to survive. Now, when it becomes hard to recruit new investors, or when large numbers of existing investors cash out, these Ponzi schemes tend to collapse. And so these are few Ponzi schemes red flags that you should be aware of today, in case, so that and that's one of the essence of this video, so that you can watch out for detailed signs whenever you see it. So Ponzi schemes usually promise high returns with little or no risk. They tell you that if you pay in so amount of time, they give you your money guaranteed. They pay you back your investment with your capital with your returns guaranteed. Even banks do not give you that kind of guarantee. So every investment carries some degree of risk. Yes, you should know that. And investment yielding higher returns typically involve more risk, basically. So be highly suspicious of any guaranteed investment opportunity that are flying out there. And trust me, there are thousands of these investment opportunities that are still going on around. I don't want to start mentioning names. Of course, what I'm talking about right now. Now, any business promising you 50% profit in few days without an exchange of value or selling of a product or service is definitely a big red flag. Now, another red flag that I'm going to give you for you to consider any business that they give you as a Ponzi scheme is that any investment not registered with appropriate regulators is a Ponzi scheme. Now, Ponzi schemes usually don't have any form of registration, and this is how you can identify them. Now, especially with the SEC. The SEC is the Security Exchange Commission. Now, it should run away from investments that are not registered with the SEC or not even insured by NDIC. That's the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, or depending on NDIC, whatever country that you have, there should be a regulator that insure your business, basically, especially if you are running an investment business. Now, difficulty in cashing out. This is a point that most people tend to pull out of Ponzi schemes, but it's usually too late for them to even pull out at this point, because you should be suspicious if you don't receive a payment or your payment, or have difficulty in cashing out your capital. It's usually a very point that is usually too late for people to even pull out their capital, because this is the point that most Ponzi schemes collapse. Basically, they pay you once, they pay you twice, and then when you decide to put big money into it, then they decide to not pay you. But if you can still cash out your money, this is the first point. This is the best chance for you to cash out your money. Now, but what about pyramid schemes? Is it the same thing as a Ponzi scheme? Now, in simple terms, a pyramid scheme usually attempts to make money solely by recruiting new participants. So basically, these are just like twins. These are just like brothers and sisters. They are like the same thing, basically. Now, the promoter of a pyramid scheme is just like the same way that Ponzi schemes runs. Usually promise a high return in a short period of time. Then there is no genuine product or service that is actually sold. And the primary emphasis is on recruiting new members, new participants. It's about bringing one person, bring another person, bring two people. The more people you bring, the more your chances of earning. So it is basically a referral business. And now you should know that all pyramid schemes eventually collapse. That is a hard truth that you should know. No matter how promising it looks like, no matter how many times you've cashed out or you've seen people cashed out or it has been existing, all pyramid schemes eventually collapse. Now, and most investors lose their money because the promoters will, at the end of the day, run away with the capital, with people's capital, and that's it. Now, yes, and that's the little I can cover at this time. I promise to talk more on this topic eventually on our subsequent episode. There is more to dive into. I'm going to talk about some popular Ponzi and pyramid schemes that have existed and the ones that are currently taking people's money, and everyone is putting their money in. But I hope this video helps you to be careful of where you put your capital. Be careful of who you give your money to, especially if that money is huge. Now, but you can ensure you support us by reading more on our website on www.techiebytes.com. Now, you can also share this video with your friends and family so that it can help them to be aware, to be enlightened, and not to get into the crux of these scammers, basically. And of course, you can subscribe to this video, to this channel, to this YouTube channel, and like our videos, share our videos, and keep supporting us. This is one way you can support this channel. And of course, till next time that I'll be on your screen, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.